Welcome everyone. I am Shahanur Rahman, fourth year student from Lakhimpur College of Veterinary Science. So today I am going to discuss about cyanosis. The synonyms of this disease is git and sturdy. It is caused by invasion of brain and spinal cord by the Cynora cerebralis, which is the intermediate stage of Tinea multiceps. So coming to etiology, it is caused by cystod of the genus Tinea. The species of the parasite is Tinea multiceps. It is caused by Cynora cerebralis, which is the intermediate stage of Tinea multiceps. Tinea multiceps inhibit the intestine of dogs and wild canids. So coming to epidemiology, the disease is worldwide in distribution. All age groups are affected except 0 to 3 months of age due to longer incubation period for cyst development. The most susceptible age groups are 1 to 2 years. Sheep are mostly affected than goats. So species of animal affected are the definitive host is canids. Intermediate hosts are cattle, goat, sheep, horses, wild ruminants, and occasionally men. Cynora cerebralis can mature in brain and spinal cord of this intermediate host. Clinical cyanosis is primarily a disease of sheep, occasionally goat and sheep. So, coming to mode of transmission of parasites, the eggs of Tinea are laid by definitive host in the grasses. After that, the eggs are being eaten by intermediate hosts like sheep and goat and cattle. After eaten, eggs are hatched and oncospores set free. After that, they penetrate the intestine, and after penetrating the intestine, they are carried through bloodstream to brain and spinal cord. And after 2 to 3 months, Cynora cerebralis develop in that intermediate hosts. So this picture shows how the parasitic egg are being transferred from canids to intermediate host and again back to the definitive hosts. So coming to pathogenesis, there are mainly 4 abnormalities that occur due to these parasites. The first one is meningoencephalitis. The migrating oncospore traumatizes the cell of brain, producing inflammation and cause meningoencephalitis. The second is when the cyst obstructs the blood vessel, it causes anemia and atrophy of organ. And enlarged cyst in locomotor and non-locomotor area of brain causes disruption of action of this area of brain, resulting convulsion. And lastly, when cyst is present in upper part of skull, it causes atrophy of cranial bones. So coming to clinical findings, the usual signs are dullness, clumpiness, head pressing, ataxia, incomplete mastication, periodic epileptic form convulsion. Most obvious signs are partial or complete blindness of one eye. In acute outbreak, migration of larval stage cause blindness, ataxia, and muscle tremor. So this picture shows the report of sheep and goat of an outbreak of cyanosis. So continuing, coming to nervous disorder, it depends on the position of cyst in the CNS. When the cyst is present in spinal cord, gradual development of paralysis and eventually inability to rise. When it is present in brain, deviation of head and circling movement in the direction of blind eyes. In young animals, local softening of cranium may occur over a superficial cyst which may rupture to exterior and recovery may flow. The neurological signs are referred to as git or Strager. So this picture shows the cyst is present in the various parts of brain of different animals. So coming to diagnosis, it can be diagnosed by symptoms and clinical signs. Radiological examination can also be helpful in locating the cyst in the brain. So coming to differential diagnosis, local space occupying lesions of cranial cavity of spinal cord that can be differentiated from abscess, tumor, and hemorrhages. And we can also differentiate it from listeriosis. In listeriosis, there is unilateral paralysis. Also from false gait. So, false gait is caused by stress, obese, and cyst is not found here. And we can also differentiate from encephalitis because in early stage it causes brain irritation. Coming to treatment, surgical removal of cyst with complete recovery is possible in majority of cases. So this picture shows the surgery is being done and cyst is being removed from brain. So we can also use antihelminthic, but there is no report of recovery of the cases. So it is not used nowadays. So coming to control, a life cycle of trephine may be broken using tenicidal drugs for all farming dogs. Carcass of livestock infested with Cinereus cerebralis should not be available to canines. So the references are the textbook of preventive veterinary medicine by Amalanda Chakraborty, the Mark Veterinary Manual, and researchgate.net, and photo is being collected from Google. So thank you all.